What I notice a lot in my work is that when we think about diversity, or we actually look at what makes someone different from me, for example, we look at what is above the surface. And I think this is where the iceberg model is a very powerful analogy or visual, because as we know, when it comes to an iceberg, what we see above the water is really just often even a smaller part of the whole iceberg. And below the waterline, there's so much more that we do not see. And I think this is absolutely true for diversity, because very often we focus on those aspects of diversity that we see, like my gender, my color of skin. Do I have an impairment or a disability? How do I dress? What is my socioeconomic background? And so on. And by doing that, which makes sense because it's easy to look at someone and, make an assessment based on what we see, we often forget about those aspects of diversity that are invisible, or that only come out when we spend time with a person. And that can be anything from, being neurodivergent versus neurotypical, what kind of history I have in terms of my mental health or physical health. If I have struggled with any of that in the past or currently, it is something that often we don't necessarily see. Belief systems, which, sometimes is visible, sometimes it's not. But I think also, which is very often included in the conversation, just life experiences and things that shape the diversity of our thoughts and opinions. And if we really want to approach diversity in a way that does it justice, I think we need to look at the iceberg above the waterline and below the waterline as well.